Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Stevenson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Gators want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Slings it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
All right, the offense wanted a first down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man, trying to get to it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Give to the running back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Keene. Dances away to buy time. He'll let one go down the right side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gator. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Give to the back. Still running at the 40. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
The give on the inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. With jet sweep pass. Tackle is made after the first down.
Just flip with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The give to the tailback. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we got a lot of football to go this year, but look at the say about this offense. How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back.
Nothing but green ahead. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. A first down for the offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air. It's Keene. It's complete to the left. Rams him with the stiff arm. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you've got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for this defense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. Strong, firm tackle. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And it's slipped out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. But that's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
They'll try to get outside. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stevenson. Giving him his pads. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, it's Keene. He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fires left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back goes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Vols look to do some damage in the red zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Pierce. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly. Oh, look out! And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Keene. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Oh, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively they're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Slips away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
To the air, it's Keene. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's caught downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gator!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Scanning the field, it's Pierce. Pocket starts to collapse. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Fast motion from the offense. Coming after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got loose, it was all over. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Pierce. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
It's complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Pierce. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
This sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
Tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and the big fellas up front winning the one-on-one battles, that's been the big key to them, only allowing a couple yards here on these last 2 plays.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Keene. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Offense gets set for second down. Toss to the outside. Shakes off the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. And the Vols have enough for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Dropping back, it's Pierce. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call?
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's
going over the top. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. First down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Going downfield for the big play. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game.